Being a corporate executive is not the same. They're two completely different animals from the entrepreneur. The corporate executive has so many more resources and people to draw on than you have when you're a small business owner.
Yeah.
That the job is just totally different.
Yeah.
Okay? You got to get in the weeds. And if you have not been in the weeds for 20, 30 years or more, coming out of Megacorp, good luck, dude. Here we are again with another episode of Big Talk about Small Business. And it's great to be here. It's hot outside. I'm sweating. I've been up early, dude. I woke up
What time did you get up?
3 a.m. this morning.
I love it.
Okay? Hey, maybe 3:10.
Okay.
I laid there from like 2:35 to...
Did you?
Yeah.
Just thinking.
Yes. And then finally I just said, I'm getting up.
You just got to do it.
I started making out my lists. I wrote, an article. I mean, I just freaking got on it. What can I say?
So hey, that's fun. Like, I like that you've always been writing articles.
Yeah.
Like, you're a big communication person. Like, but that's obviously a significant priority for you.
It is.
As something that is productive to get done. What is your theory behind why you do that? Like, why is that important and prioritized?
Well, I mean, first off, you document your thinking. You're not going to forget things as easily when you write them down. And it forces you to really organize your thinking.
But I'm talking about writing an article.
Right.
Okay.
Writing that article forces me to organize my thinking about whatever the topic is.
Gotcha.
And it helps me communicate that to other people that I need to make things happen.
Got it.
Okay?
Got it.
It's not just teaching, it's also for the things I'm personally involved in.
Okay. Because so here's what I'm hearing you say. You have all these things flying at you, right? And what I've experienced is people don't understand what you're saying a lot of times.
Sure.
In the moment.
Exactly.
And so after a day's worth of trying to communicate, you have all these different things hitting. If you can, in the morning at that time, you'll kind of collect all these things and you start organizing and you write an article that's expressing what your direction is, what your theory behind it is.
Yes, your philosophy, your actions. Yeah.
And then you release that, and then other people happen to read it.
Right.
And maybe they will understand a little bit better.
Yeah, that's it.
But and if they don't, so what? It helped you.
Exactly. I mean, you'd be surprised how many people say to me, wow, you must be listening in on our board meetings because this is what we're talking about right now. So, I mean, all it tells me, it's the same reason we do this show.
Yeah.
Whatever we're going through, you and me individually in our businesses and with the people that we try to help, other people are going through it. It's not that unique.
No, it's not.
We could say all of our struggles are totally unique, and I guess on certain levels they are because we don't have the same history, resources, whatever. But on the other hand, a lot of it is just universal. It just goes along with business ownership.
Yeah, it does.
So there's a lot of people facing the same issues. Whatever you and I are facing, there's other people facing the same issues. It's the same theory I have about marketing. Okay?
Yeah.
It's like, I know if I like something myself and would pay money for that, somebody else out there is going to.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I don't like designs to businesses around stuff that I wouldn't buy myself or use myself.
Right.
I think some people do that, though. They try to do that.
Yeah.
Because they think that's a good market.
They think of the money part to it.
Yeah, it's the money. It's only the money.
I think it's a danger zone.
Oh, God, I do too.
I've seen a lot of people get hurt in that.
You're too disconnected from the user. And you've got to be a user.
And no one really understands how absolutely challenging it is to take something to market and to build a company off of it. Like, it's just relentlessly full of problems like we talked about.
Yeah.
And then if you don't love it, then you get lost real quick and you want to quit.
Exactly.
It's just like if you worked out all the time and you don't see any results, you're not getting stronger or you're not losing weight, what are you going to do? You're going to keep doing it because you've been told it's going to work? No, stop.
Yeah, it's funny. I think I mentioned on one of the prior shows that my kids got me this book, or one of my daughters did, for Father's Day, where they send me a question every week and I have to answer it.
Yeah.
And the one I just answered a couple days ago was, what advice do you have for future generations of, in our family? And one of them was, and again, it sounds like a cliche, follow your passion, follow your interest, because it will keep you going in spite of the obstacles. If it's purely financial, the obstacles will come up and they'll seem insurmountable.
And it won't ever make sense on paper. Like you can run every freaking analysis calculation in the world and it's like, that's never going to work out.
Yeah, you can do enough market research to convince yourself that anything is not going to work.
That's right.
It's the truth, okay?
Yeah. But unless you believe in it and you're like, man, this is going to pan out, and you can see yourself, being part of something that built and was successful, it's pretty inspiring. And if you love to do it, you got to do that.
But, at the same time, what amazes me is now I'm 67 years old, okay? Mm-hmm. I am still learning lessons that I should have learned 40 freaking years ago.
I'm glad you said that.
Okay.
I feel so much better.
I mean,
it makes me feel so much better about myself, man. This is why we do the show. I feel good about myself.
It's a mutual group therapy session. But on the one hand, it's very frustrating that I'm like, holy cow, I knew better than that. I should have known that lesson. I should have learned that long ago. And yet here I did it again.
Speaking of that, have you ever had the experience of where you should do something, but you don't make the time,
right?
You don't, and you just allow it and you watch. It's like some things I've watched and I know what's going to happen, and I just never prioritize to take care of it or have a conversation or change a vendor or fire this or hire that, right? Make a change, but I just watch it. And it just steadily just gets worse and worse. And I'm just sitting there watching it. Like I'm on the sideline as a coach, just watching a bad play that I know is going to be bad, but I just let it go.
I have done that myself. That's another point I made in my advice.
What was it?
Is procrastination and lack of action leads to depression, okay? You will never be happy. You will be under stress all the time if you procrastinate. You'll always be saying to yourself, why don't I need to do that? I need to do that. I need to do that. Just freaking do it. Okay? Then you won't be so stressed out.
That's so true.
Whatever happens, happens.
Dude, I have been stressed out at times over an email that I've got a couple of days ago, and I'll just sit there and let it hang out in the inbox. I'll get that later.
Exactly.
I stay stressed all the time for days and days, and then I finally take care of it on a Sunday morning when everybody's still sleeping.
It takes you 5 minutes.
It takes me 5 minutes. I'm like,
I know. I'm the same way. I do that all the time. It's like a guy wanted me to write a recommendation for the MBA program.
Yeah.
I'm like, God, I got to do that. 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 It's like, geez, it's not going to take me that long. Just write the 10 minutes it takes to do the guy's recommendation, and I'm done.
And you feel so much better.
Oh, I feel so much better. I had this another one. I got asked to write a foreword for somebody's book that I know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all it had to be was 1,000 words. It's not going to take me that long.
Right. Yeah.
Okay?
You're fast.
And it's like, I procrastinate. He's sending me emails. Where's the forward? Where's the forward? Copy in the publisher. Where's the forward? Where's the forward? Now, we all do stuff like that.
Okay.
But it's that the key to reducing your stress is just getting it out of the way. I mean, and it applies in life. I mean, it's just, there's so many things like this.
Yeah. But you know what I think is good about this conversation is that, I would not... looking up to you and your experience in business, right? I'm thinking Mark doesn't seem like that he has my problem of this, like this whole procrastination of this email. But I mean, all our listeners are probably, if you're a new entrepreneur, you're probably looking at, you look at Mark and how does he do it? It's so mysterious, and I'm over here and have had this email in my inbox. I've been stressed out. I don't want anybody to ever know that I've been procrastinating. We don't want to be criticized, right?
Yeah, and I look at you and I think, my God, Eric is so smart. He just keeps getting smarter and smarter and smarter with these businesses that he creates.
Well, but I'm struggling.
I mean, it's just like, God. Of course, he never cuts me in on
No, that's fair. Yeah,
he saves the shitty stuff for me. But no, I'm kidding.
Well,
but he doesn't. He does not.
The reality is, if you got, you'd be like, what the. I can hear it now. What are you doing? I don't even want to have that meeting. Hey, can you have Mark look at the financials of podcast videos? And I'd be out of town for 2 weeks. unavailable.
I think one of my problems as I got older is I've gotten too nice. I really do. I've lost some of my edge.
What do you mean by too nice? Like what it was?
Not confronting enough, not being as direct as I should be, letting things go too long with people that need to be confronted. Mm-hmm. And you could say, well, why do you do that? Well, we all want to be loved. Yeah, we all like being nice. It's just nicer to be nice, right?
Yeah, it's more enjoyable.
But the problem with it is things don't get done all the time.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you just end up with a mess on your hands. It's a bigger problem because you're not confronting what you need to confront daily before it goes out of control.
Well, that's the kind of that's actually the little bit of the genesis of when I was talking about watching that bad play just progress, and I know better. It's this person. It's this.
Of course it is.
It's the way. It's not the whole person. It's the way that they're thinking. Everybody. It's funny. Everybody has a way that they process, the way that they think, their vision. What habits they got, right? All these things is mixed up into
bring all that to the
they bring it all in, right? And they put that perspective on stuff. And there's been situations where I have literally articulated the same thing over and over and over again with the person, but I like 99% of this person. On the other side, I like the way
so many of my feelings are related to that.
These things,
oh my God, so true.
They're valuable over here.
Yeah. They have good character.
Yeah. They won't steal.
Right.
All these things, but there's this freaking one thing that just continues. But you start, and what I've realized is that if they're missing out on the vision of what the company is trying to do,
right,
and where we're going, and they're dragging that progress for business. It ends up being a bad thing. And I would think, it would seem like that there's 3 conversations. If I could meet with this lady or gentleman and have 3 conversations, then I finally realize with my wisdom, it's not going to work out.
Yeah. Well, some people can't see the context. They can't see the end goal.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just, I don't know why that's the case. But again, I mean, our job is to keep selling that to everybody inside and outside the company, and to get them to see how what we do today impacts where we end up tomorrow and whether or not we achieve that vision.
It is. And then it's also, I would say it's our job to cut ties.
Oh, dude, it is.
And the sooner that we know, you know what I'm saying? But we have and I'm just talking just frankly with you, I need to have a higher level of what you said, and then a higher level of understanding and reality of cutting the ties, because what ends up happening is that person continues to bottleneck.
Yes.
And it becomes an exacerbated problem.
Oh my God, I'm there.
Right?
I'm there.
And so I have to blame myself for not cutting that off way early, especially because I knew that was happening.
It's your fault.
It is my fault.
I had that conversation with somebody this morning, and I said, this person was being very self-deprecating and taking the blame. And I'm like, look, I'm every bit as much of the blame as you. Mm-hmm. I allowed you to go on without confronting. Okay?
Yeah, for weeks and months.
Because I didn't want to deal with your area.
That's it. For some reason in my brain, it's probably because of some sort of imagination that I've had of some other entrepreneur that's been really successful. They don't have to deal with this shit, right? They've gotten past that. They've achieved beyond that. But the reality is that especially in small, and particularly in small business,
that's what we're talking about here.
You have to deal with every little thing. That bathroom in this office. Mm-hmm. If somebody is pissed on the toilet seat, that's my problem.
I know.
I clean it, but then I go around and I say, I don't
piss on the toilet seat.
And if I find out who's pissing on his toilet seat, or if you don't clean it up after a client does it, which they don't have a responsibility, they can piss all over it if they want. Right?
No, I get it.
Yeah, but we clean it. That's what we do as a company. That's what I do.
You do have nice bathrooms here. I always enjoy going into them.
Thank you.
I do. That is always nice.
That is the most important thing about this entire studio, in my opinion.
They say that about restaurants too.
It is.
That if the bathrooms are super, super clean, the impression of the restaurant is good.
I can tell you right now, Jimmy John's has excellent bathrooms.
Yeah. Just went there yesterday.
It's spotless.
What do they say? Spooky fast, crazy fast.
Yeah.
It is.
But it's super clean.
I said to my wife, she's driving. I'm on my Jimmy John. I said, take me to Jimmy John's. I got to get a sandwich. Okay? Seriously. She goes, well, order it in advance.
Was she driving?
We're like, she's driving. She always drives.
So you're riding shotgun and you're sitting there and you're going, take me to Jimmy John's.
That's right. She didn't want to drive with me. She drives so fast. I drive too slow for her.
My wife drives. I mean, she scares me.
Yeah,
I'm like, babe, watch it. I'm like, and she's always about to hit a curb on the passenger side.
Oh man, don't even get me started.
Always. I'm like, oh, okay.
We're like a half inch off the curb with these 21-inch wheels that cost $4,000 a piece. Right. Porsche. Okay. I'm like,
And she's just sitting all cross-legged, just driving.
Yeah, I know.
Like it's no big deal.
But she won't hit him. But anyway, she did once with the motorhome, though, when I said, you're too close. And she did. But anyway.
Go to Jimmy John's.
So going to Jimmy John's, she goes, order in advance. So I get on the app. I go, look, I could walk in and order it. They'll give me the order in a minute. She goes, no, order it in advance anyway. So I order it in advance. I mean, I hit send, and then she pulls up in front of the place like 30 seconds later. I get out, and the guy is looking at my thing, receipt, that prints something out for the order when you make it online. He's literally looking at it right as I come in. Boom, done. Boom, fast. Jimmy John's Beautiful. Is amazing.
You know what's the most amazing restaurant that I've ever been to is the sushi house there off Exit 86 in Bentonville.
Okay.
Have you ever been there?
No.
Bro, you got to go.
I've never been there.
Do you like sushi?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I'm not a
sushi rolls or whatever. Like, I don't like raw fish, but I like the sushi
I'll
rolls.
get like a California roll or a whatever.
Go there. Just go there anytime that it's open. You can get in and out of that place faster than you can a fast food place, and it's great quality.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking, you walk in, hey, how you
excellent.
Doing? Immediate sitting down. Another server comes by, separate one. Boom, what would you like to drink? I'll have a water. And while he's taking that, boom, here's a free sushi roll for you to try.
Yeah, it's
boom,
amazing.
Boom, and then you order it, it's like bang, bang. And I mean, you're in and out 5 minutes with great quality stuff, and everybody's screaming, it's packed. I mean, just rotation. Best ran establishment I've ever been to.
Sounds good.
Bathrooms. I mean,
well, your bathrooms are nice here.
Thank you. I mean, you know, it's important. But I mean, that represents the brand. You take the dirtiest place, and it looks really nice. That means they care about their clients. They care about.
Exactly. I mean, I've had this same discussion with one of the businesses I'm involved in. I go there and honestly, I can't stand being in the office.
Yeah.
Because it's just a mess.
Yeah.
And I'm not comfortable like that. I don't work like that.
Yeah.
I like a clean desk. I like to work.
Yeah.
I mean, you know that.
Yeah.
And it reflects on everything. It permeates through the entire organization if you tolerate that.
You would have loved it back about 2 months ago. I stopped all business in this company. You said we're meeting on Monday and we're cleaning everything.
God, Lottie, I love that. I love the idea of stopping. It's funny you say that. It just occurred to me the other day. What if we just stopped? Just and fix.
Yeah.
You know?
It's got to happen sometimes, man.
It does.
And we clean, and I was like, don't bring any boxes. I'll bring the right boxes. I brought I have these specific Tupperware boxes. And I brought them in a stack of 8. And we just started cleaning and got everything off the top. I mean, it's just piled up everywhere.
I love that. And you get the exact right size. For me, it's a 69 quart. And it fits on my shelves in my garage perfectly.
Yeah.
Takes the maximum amount of space, but doesn't hang over.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Doesn't waste any
it's got
space.
Clippy things on the side.
Exactly.
Holds the lid.
Yeah.
And I like the transparent ones so I can look and see what it is. I don't have to mark anything.
I don't want to see the ones I can't see.
Yeah, just look in the outside of it. I go, there's what I'm looking for.
I'm with you.
Pull it off. And I got certain racks that I have, right?
Yeah, that fit right in the racks.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is. My God, we are so much alike.
Too similar on that. But I had them like, you know, and it was that whole day they were like, well, we need to keep them. No, trash it. Trash. Everything going in the trash. and everybody's desk was clean that day. It was beautiful.
Yeah, when I decided I was going to shut down my construction and development company and we sold all the assets off, we had so many files that landed in our garage. And this is like 2 or 3 years later. And Eric, I ordered a small dumpster delivered to our house and just tossed it all in there. I'm like, I need to shred it. I don't really need to shred it. What difference does it make? What's anybody going to do?
Who's going to the landfill picking around for a shredded for a document?
Yeah. I mean, I just tossed it.
Yeah.
Just all in that dumpster. And it was so gratifying.
So the point of all this is as a small business owner, we are responsible. We have the big R, the big responsibility for all these things, the cleanliness of the office, the organization, because people and I wish that there was a way to get above that.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's not. And it's comforting to have this dialogue with you that where, you still face the same things.
It's comforting, but on the other hand, it could be depressing. You're like 20 years younger than me. Okay. Yeah. That's what you have to, another 20 years of that? That's what
you shouldn't have let me think.
That's what you have to look forward to? Hopefully you're smarter than me and you'll get through it. But that's, to me though, Eric, this again reinforces why the owner of a small business needs to be involved with the business. This whole absentee owner myth.
That's a myth.
Systems are so great, I can hire anybody to run this thing. It's a myth. You're setting yourself up for failure.
Total. And to our conversation we had last week that's going to air the next couple of days with technology, the black hole, AI, a deeper black hole, you cannot be hands off on that. People don't just do things. Computers just don't do things. AI is just not going to do something. You literally have to be involved in every nook and cranny of understanding why it's doing what it's doing.
Yeah, you've got to understand the background. That was a fascinating conversation we had last week.
Yeah, no, it was good.
And I think just the whole sort of breaking down the steps of whatever you want was so profound to me, as opposed to describing the end result you want.
Yeah,
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Clearly your guys know what they're doing. That's why you're in this business.
Mm-hmm.
But that was very profound to me. And you're right. Yeah, it is fascinating.
But I think that what one danger zone I see with entrepreneurship is that somebody, again, we talked about it, somebody professional career that's done really well, one has an idea or a dream, but to think that you can start that and not be working extremely hard to see that through, you're fooling yourself. And to think that you can, have, just because you have some money to invest in something, that you won't be involved. Now, you can be a passive investor, but you better not want control. This is a pretty important topic, right? Are you going to be an investor and you got $100,000?
You said this before.
You send it in, but then all of a sudden you want to just come to a board meeting and dig in and peel back onions and get pissed off and demand shit. You can't do that.
You don't have enough of knowledge to do that.
No, if you're an active investor and a business owner in that, you will have credibility to say things like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You can't come in on a board meeting and just throw down with the laws.
No,
and what you think.
But we have also mentioned this before on this show, but being a corporate executive is not the same. They're two completely different animals from the entrepreneur. The corporate executive has so many more resources and people to draw on than you have when you're a small business owner.
Yeah.
That the job is just totally different.
Yeah.
Okay? You got to get in the weeds. And if you have not been in the weeds for 20, 30 years or more, coming out of Megacorp, good luck, dude.
Bro, funny you said this, right? Just literally about 2 weeks ago, I get a call from somebody that's been in professional life, and he started a business, right? And it's been 9 months in, and he's like, what the hell? And I was like, stop everything. And he's talking about getting some debt financing and all this stuff, and I'm like, quit it. I was like, everyone's lying to you. Mm-hmm. Going over here and getting a financial forecast about what the problems of your business in order to go get a loan to help solve those problems. Stop everything. I was like, what are your sales?
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, well, we've had one sale, but it's not. I'm like,
There's your problem.
Everything stops.
Right. There's your problem, dude.
Go buy some freaking door hangers and go down the freaking neighborhoods and start hanging door hangers. That's the only thing that's on your mind.
Oh, God.
Sales, sales, sales.
Right. Without that, you got nothing.
Nothing.
It always starts with that, doesn't it?
It does. And that, speaking of our entire conversation,
Yeah.
all this stuff we got to do, if I'm not engaged in sales and figuring out how to sell, from the sales sheets to the pricing to the value statements to all that stuff, like that is something that I have learned a hard lessons on, is like that I step away from that and I'm not actively involved in that part.
Well, it puts you close to the customer too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to be dealing with the customers or clients directly.
Yeah.
To really understand their needs, I think. Mm-hmm. You get too divorced from that, things go out of control once again. But yeah, that's a really good point. I mean, if they don't have any revenue, what's the point of it? It starts with that.
Yeah.
Starts with a sale.
And you can't expect somebody else to go and promote your business like you have. Like if you're the owner, you are the salesperson. I had another conversation with somebody the other day about that. They were thinking about, should they hire a salesperson so that they can focus on execution? And they've had a business for years, and they don't think of themselves as a salesperson. I'm like, you are the best salesperson.
Exactly.
And you forever will be.
Right.
You're going to hire a salesperson.
Be easier to find somebody to help you with the execution than it is to sell.
That's exactly the advice, man.
Yeah.
So in summary and wrap up to this, we went way off to nothing.
We did.
But I think I want to answer your question about, it sounds depressing for the next 20 years, but actually it's encouraging, because what I do realize is that this is nothing but a dogfight. Yep. And I can hang out in the dogfight. There's no secret sauce. I'm not missing a certain book that I need to read.
You're just not going to lay down and die, right?
Exactly. But if I know that the encouraging thing is, I know if I just fight, I can play ball.
Exactly. You never fail if you never quit.
That's right. Dog with a bone.
Yep.
Get that dog. I get that bone.
Get that dog.
Get that dog that bone.
Get that dog that bone.
Just slobbering, looking at that bone. That's all I think about.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up.
Let's do it.
It's been another episode of
Big Talk
About
Small
Business.
It's beautiful.
Tune in, folks. www.bigtalkaboutsmallbusiness.com. All our episodes are there. Share them, like them,
love them,
spread them, love them, report them.
Question. Report them. All right, man.
Advertise on them.
Oh.
But anyway, we'll see you all next week. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning into this episode of Big Talk About Small Business. If you have any questions or ideas for upcoming shows, be sure to head over to our website, www.bigtalkaboutsmallbusiness.com, and click on the Ask the Host button for the chance to have your questions answered on the show. Stay connected with us on LinkedIn at Big Talk About Small Business. And be sure to head over to our website to read articles, browse episodes, and ask questions about upcoming shows.